lot to explore down here. Also got a stove in here. Old stove. Mattress.
Please like and subscribe for Dada's videos. Have a great day.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We pick up from our last video at the Buckeye Reservoir campsites, freshly over the border from Utah into Colorado. After a restful night of sleep, we hit the trail early, excited for a full day on the Rimrocker Trail.
Buckeye Reservoir. You got mountain ranges out there. You see the cloud. I mean, this water's so clear. There's a bunch of non-RV camper spots right here. Right over there, there is a Buckeye group area with a little beachhead with that view.
There is already a group at that campsite, but if you travel through the area, that is the place to go.
Group campsite, probably the best campsite on this lake. Water access, so we can swim there. That view. It's gotta be the best campsite I've ever seen. Pretty sure this is the campsite that Trail Recon stayed on. Kind of tucked away. You're sheltered. You got shade, you got a campfire, and one heck of a view. Look at that. I don't know if this is the one, but this is a nice one. Definitely marking this one. You got 2 dead trees though, so that might be a problem. Yo, this is the best view. Holy cow. You get the mesa and everything. Definitely one of the spots, my man. You got a little rock outcliff up there. You could easily fit about 8 rigs back here.
After finding those 2 amazing campsites shortly after the Buckeye Reservoir campsite, kind of made me wish I kept on going yesterday to get one of those overlooks. After checking out those last couple of campsites, the trail suddenly turned into a shelf road overlooking a lot of the beauty of Colorado. These overlooks were amazing, and the terrain was getting more and more technical. More of the fun stuff, I should say. We soon run into another rig.
Yeah. So it goes all the way to Moab. I started Moab yesterday at about 3 p.m. from Moab. And then I spent the night last night at the Buckeye Lake Reservoir down there.
I left it last night, like all gravel, for 30 miles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, that's like 35, 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, it gets, like this climb up is a little steep, but on the other side, like, it'll rattle your teeth, man. I mean, like, you're like, I mean, I air down to like 15 psi just to kind of get the you know, yeah, because it's rough.
Pretty rough going that way, too.
Alright, man.
Alright, man.
Good meeting you. Yeah?
Good one. Good one.
You too.
Bye.
After being on the road for almost a week, I forgot how nice it was to talk to another adult for a while. We took about 10-15 minutes, talked about our rigs, where we're from, the current trail conditions, and some more different gear that we would like to have. But back to the Rim Rocker Trail, we continue climbing along the side of the mountain, and we're going to come down into the valley, cross the river on a bridge, and then do a steep climb back up into an old historic mining district. The scenery around this area did not disappoint. There were some soft sand areas. There was a lot of ups and downs. I was still just cruising along and really enjoying all this beautiful scenery. It changed every time we ran around a corner. It was just a really cool area.
I had to open the gate. Check this out. You got the Dolores River down there too. Pictures aren't doing this place justice. I mean, I'm taking video, but
after you pass that gate, you're gonna come down and then do a sharp hairpin turn, and then there's an extremely steep descent down to the Dolores River. Make sure you put it in 4 low, manually shift down to first gear, and just let all the gears do the work. You'll climb on down this loose rock steep incline down to the river. Once you get to the bottom and cross the bridge over the river, you'll go along a road section for a small part, and then you'll have a steep hill climb again. These 2 climbs were extremely fun. Actually, this whole area section was extremely fun because of all the upcoming old mining artifacts coming up on this mining road. There was probably a good couple dozen mines on this road. It was an extremely mineral rich area and narrow shelf roads with a lot of old historic mines that were down below on narrow shelf roads you can't even walk on anymore. They're so dangerous. But this whole area I would like to come back and explore because there's so many side trails going to all these old mines that had a lot of old artifacts still. Definitely a cool area to check out.
all right, so we're coming along on the trail, and there's all this like turquoised rock all up in the hills up here. There's an old mine with a little catch area with a bunch of that stuff. in it. So there's some kind of mineral. I'm looking at Gaia, and there's no. So here's like the old catch area. Right here, there's a mine down here, and it is. I want to say it's still uranium. Yeah. So vanilladium and uranium. Other materials, cartonite, whatever, and Ukrainianite. So it looks like it's just uranium. Kind of cool with that overlay and find the old mines. We're not going any mine shafts, but yeah, there's one up here too. But yeah, it might be.
After another steep hill climb, of course the camera never picks it up, I can say that a million times, we come up on some really cool artifacts.
So with the Gaia overlay, it shows that this right here went down to a mine. And you can kind of tell with all the old cans and stuff, there's a mine down here. I don't know how far down it goes, but you know, obviously over time, unmaintained, it'll kind of wash it off, but you can kind of see where it was right here. There's debris everywhere too. Yeah, it looks like it cuts down again. So that would definitely be horseback. I'm gonna walk right down here to this ledge. Trash. What else? Cans. Yeah, looks like there's a ledge down there too. Not going any further than this. But yeah, this used to be a way in. And there's like artifacts everywhere. Like this. That's an old oil or gas can. Whew, 8,000 feet. It's rough when you live at 3,000. Yeah, there's definitely a lot to explore down here. Just I wish we had more time. We gotta go meet my dad at the airport tomorrow. I almost stepped on that cactus. Man, it'd be cool to find an old liquor bottle, like an old moonshiner bottle, you know, something like that. But even more, you found them. Yeah, there's broken bottles everywhere. Very cool. Very cool stuff. Ow. Bet you all that used to be the mine camp. Old mine relics. We have tin here. This is probably old mine camp. That's cool. Let me go first. It's all still here. Got old chairs, historic chairs. Wow, they still got a stove in here. They got an old stove, mattress. I ain't going out in there. You come look. Yeah, see? They used to cook in there. This used to be someone's house.
Oh, I have it to it.
You gotta...
Run down.
No. They mined all the ore and then they left it. Watch out, let me...
You go sign out, look.
Just gotta be careful for snakes. That's cool. Little... Those chairs. I mean, look at the design. That's cool.
Why don't show that cans on the roof? Why are there cans on the roof?
Someone was being bad. Go. Chicken wire.
That was cool.
Yep. Come out to this scenery. I mean, that'd be cool. Bet you it got cold in there. Yep. It's like dug into it. Leave that alone. Snake's like hanging out under there. Alright, let's get out of here. Very cool. I wonder how old that is. So I bet the mine was down here. So this looks like a well worn out path. Look at that. And trash. I'm not the first one to be walking through here. Yeah, it looks like it all washed out. There was probably a path down here, or this could have just been the junk. The dump. Throw things over the edge. Yeah, who knows? Man, that view. Yeah, there's...
Back on the trail, the scenery just kept getting better and better. We rose again in elevation opposite, the other side of the canyon from where we were before, with the Dolores River in the middle. But we were so high up on this cliffside road, traveling along to where all these old mines were. There were mines to my left up above there, and there were mines down below to the right. Some of them were still private, and some of the roads down to the mine shafts were actually closed down to driving. So still a lot of, cool stuff to explore in the area, a lot of old mining relics in the area, but the view out here is amazing. We eventually have to descend from this side of the valley to the other side. Luckily, the water level was non-existent, so the little water crossings we ran into on the bottom of the valley were non-existent. But the views on everything was just amazing the entire time. Climbing back up the other side, I obviously have to stop for pictures every 10-15 minutes because it just never does it justice. This place is just amazing.
Look at those mountains out there. Can't even zoom in that far. That's the grand picture right there.
Eventually, we made one last final climb all the way up on top, and then it seemed like we just turned a corner and we were in this beautiful, beautiful meadow with rolling mountains 365 degrees around you. This was like one of the prettiest spots on the trail. Oh look, more overlanders. At this part in day 2, I was running out of fuel, so I had to divert about another 2 miles out of the way to this little town and was able to fill up with some diesel. And they had a nice dumpster out back. I was able to throw out all my trash I've been collecting. And they also had a self-serve car wash, pressure washer, so I was able to knock the Moab dirt off my rig.
This is the only gas station stop. It's 6 minutes out of the way. But they got diesel, 6 minutes out of the way. But I was down to almost a quarter of a tank. But they also have a pressure washer. You can put your credit card in and just clean your car. So knocked all that Moab dust off of it. And I'm gonna put some air in the driver's front tire.
Back on the trail, we were starting a pretty big climb up to that mountain peak on the right up there, and we would find camp up on top of that ridge. Climbing up this ridge, on the left there was a really old campsite that looked like it was abandoned, like state forest campsite. But if you continue on the Rimrocker Trail, on the right there is another campsite that does have a pit toilet. This is another older campsite, and the pit toilet stank something horrible, but there's another family staying here with a bunch of kids that were James's age, so figured it was a good spot to hold up for the night.
Night 2 on the Rimrocker Trail. Making sloppy joes and corn. Found a primitive site here. I'll mark it. Well, it's not primitive. It's one outhouse, about 6 campgrounds. We got here right at about 7 o'clock. So in 20 minutes, I was set up and cooking. There's another family over there with like 4 kids, same age as James. So James is running around having a blast. But it's just us here. That brown cow needed an attitude adjustment. All right, we're here at camp night 2 on the Rimrocker Trail. James, what did we have for dinner tonight? Sloppy Joes. And I can't hear you with your mouth full of food. Finish eating your food.
All right, Rimrocker, day 3 of our trip. We started out in the primitive campground, woke up, had breakfast, packed up, and hit the trail. So I probably left this morning at about 8 a.m. and the goal was to be at the Montrose Airport by 11:30, and we ended up making it just in time.
Here we are at either the start or the end of the Rimrocker Trail. If you go by trails off-road, this is technically the start of the Rimrocker Trail, and we technically did it in reverse. That's a bone for a deer, leave it alone. Go wash your hands. There's actually a over here too. Obviously we got wildlife out here. But yeah, this is Montrose, Colorado. So we left. Today is Thursday. We left Tuesday, 3 p.m. in Moab, and we went all day yesterday, and it is 9:41 a.m. Camped 2 nights. And that is the Brim Rocker Trail. We're off to the airport, Montrose Airport now, to meet my dad and go to Telluride. Come on, James, vacation's half over.
The Montrose Airport was extremely small, but the coolest part about this airport, besides the fighter plane just, hung up for you to see, was the amount of really cool overland rigs that were in the long-term parking. I mean, we had everything from van life builds to Jeeps to Tacomas with alucab systems to a AEV Prospector 2500 diesel accessorized with every alucab option available. And that was the coolest rig I saw on this entire trip here at the airport. So how cool will it be to leave your rig at this airport and then just fly in, get in your rig, drive to the corner Walmart, load up on groceries and supplies, and then just boom, head out, and you're in the Alpine Loop up in the mountains. Really cool. So let's go check out a couple of these rigs while we're waiting for my dad. Alright, on the left we have a bunch of really cool Jeeps. You can't see the back of them, but on the right we had a really nice alucab. Check out that Tacoma on the left with the Go Fast camper. That's a really nice build. We also have an FJ Cruiser on the left in that nice burgundy color. We got another Jeep right here on the left ready to go. And then coming up here we got a couple more Jeep. My dad finally arrived, got off the airplane, and had a vehicle waiting for him. James obviously had to ride with Papa on the way up to Telluride. On the way from Montrose, Colorado to Telluride, Colorado, you have to pass through Ridgway, Colorado. We opted to eat at the True Grit Cafe in Ridgway. This is a very popular old restaurant with a bunch of John Wayne memorabilia. It was really cool to eat there. Then we headed on out to Telluride. Beautiful scenery on the way there. No big mountain passes or anything. It was all pretty views all the way down to Telluride. On the way into Telluride, there's a sign that said, "Caution, icy conditions ahead." Of course, someone scratched it out to make it say, "Caution, pricey conditions ahead." And man, let me tell you, you stop at the real estate store and there are houses up here that are a pretty penny. But with this view, it could be worth it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Telluride. Straight ahead, you have the famous Black Bear Pass kind of off to the left right there. The start of Imogene Trail starts on the left, going up right there. And then you got the highest waterfall in Colorado, Bridal Veil Falls, straight up there on the right, on the other side of Telluride. It's kind of nestled in the valley there, surrounded on all three sides. So, definitely a lot of that. Next week on Wolf Overland, we're going to go up to Bridal Veil Falls at the end of the Black Bear Pass. Black Bear is still closed for the season. And then we're going to go run Imogene Pass and Ophir Pass. But we're going to stay 4 nights right here at this little VRBO and kind of explore the city and run a couple passes and do some laundry, reset the rig, get some nice hot showers, and do some dishes, resupply. We'll see you next week.
Oh, he almost got you. You went down.
We are. Oh, that's like a peninsula of a rock. Yeah, and there's my oldest son, living the life, huh? Ah! All right, let's see you get out of there so we can get off this hill.
Looks like we got one white car coming up.
We are at Ophir Pass, 11,789 feet. We're going down there to Telluride.